can't with you.
What did I do?
The last line before we start recording, Jesse says, "You know me, a basketball fan." I prefer basketball over baseball.
You're a real mean
I'm not trying to
dude.
be. Anytime you make a statement about yourself with sports, there's a little background. Let me add some context. Actually, Devin, we need your opinion for this. Devin is helping produce today.
We got a new producer in
Devin,
today.
you've never met Jesse in person. You can see.
Never.
You can see his athletic build here. We did a. You're familiar with the, what do you call those? The fast pitch. You throw the pitch at the target.
First off, I did not allow you to tell this story, okay?
And yet here I am. So we're in Seattle at the All-Star Game,
Mike
home on
put
Derby.
on a hat before the show because he's afraid you're going to see his bald spot.
Correct.
Doesn't feel good, does it?
No, I'm balding. I'm getting old. I don't mind. So Jesse does the
I hate
fast.
you.
Devin, if you had to guess how fast our very own sports boy here could throw, he's about 6'4", again, athletic build. How fast would you say his fastest pitch was?
Like 40, 45, 50 miles per hour.
That's a good guess.
You would like to think,
guess.
Devin, you
It's
would
a
like
solid
to
guess.
think someone
All
like
right.
him could do that.
And
Oh, we start
gonna
there.
go ahead and start the show over. And
Instead, mind you, on a mound, elevation included, you're coming downhill. Jesse Boy topped out at, give me the first number.
3,
What was that second number?
7.
37. I have never seen somebody throw a ball.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I am
I'm telling you.
strong. My muscles should know better. I don't know what's wrong.
The only thing I can think, I've never seen a more discombobulated athletic feat of any kind. You could have no arms and have thrown the ball just as good as you did. I think you're a righty, dude. I really do. Your
not
timing,
right-handed.
your leg was swinging, and your arm was like this weird, dumb hitch thing. I think you can throw better righty.
You know what it is?
Throw this doll at the wall. Throw it at the camera.
I did. I got. That was.
I own this building, so
That was
do
like
me a favor.
38 miles an hour. You're.
Okay, now throw this doll with your right hand. Oh, no, that's even worse. Okay, anyways.
You know, I'll have to use this for the camera, like for YouTube now.
I mean,
People have
it
to
was
see
embarrassing. Anyways.
Things are
You can talk about
happening,
whatever else you want
cards.
now. That's it. I just wanted to make sure I got that point across.
Yeah, we just got back from Seattle. What was it, yesterday? Yeah, technically yesterday. It was like 1 a.m. And we are excited because we have a lot of things going on here in the future content-wise. But today is a little bit more exciting industry-wise because Fanatics has released a couple of big updates we're going to talk about. We'll also have Rich Layton of ESPN fame coming on. We'll have a decent discussion in mailbag and then a little bit of nonsense in between.
Can I start with my optimistic moment?
Oh my God!
You know I love optimism.
Starting out the show. Yes, I do.
I
love-
appreciate positivity and optimism. I'm not one of these tear you down type of fellows.
Please, someone record this. What's happening?
Two things. Number one, being in Seattle at the Home Run Derby, the All-Star Game that weekend, it is unbelievable the amount of young people who are like crazy into baseball.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while since I've been to a baseball game because I would get bored in general going to games. Home Run Derby was awesome, by the way. But the amount of people there, even the buzz around like the Topps Fanatics truck outside, they were handing out free packs. Like the amount of young guys, and I'm not talking even just kids. The kids, of course, loved it because they got a free pack. But even like the 25 and under crowd, it was buzzing.
Oh, for sure.
So there are times people ask, like, well, how is baseball? Even in my own head, I'm like, how is baseball by far the most popular sport to open, like wax-wise, when every other sport is more popular being watched? People would much rather watch basketball, watch football. The ratings show that baseball's been on the
where
decline.
do you get those numbers from? That baseball's the more popular sport to rip. Like
I just
today?
feel like it is, and it's not close.
Well, that's because you are a baseball guy, so you have a lot of customers that are baseball people.
But I feel like the reason I am is because that's what people wanted.
Okay,
I'll ask Rich too, but I think it's overwhelming the amount of
Yeah,
people,
I
at least
look
in the
forward to asking
States.
him.
I think it's baseball by far. So I was happy to see that. It is actually exciting. By the way, Jesse Boy also, after throwing that heater 37 miles an hour, happened to just walk into the VIP section and sit on the front row at the Home Run Derby in left field and got on TV.
You may have seen us both trying to catch
We
home
saw
run
you
balls.
wearing a bright teal jersey.
What
that
are
you
the
stood out. It
odds
was great.
that I had a Sports Boy, what is it, monogram jersey in Seattle colors. I want to say thank you to Candy Digital, by the way. I don't know if you were going to mention that.
I was not going to say thank you.
Yeah, well, they were the ones who got us out there. We did a lot of content. We saw the fish flying. We were up on the Needle. We did all the touristy things. We did not see an orca, That was disappointing. One of our fans wanted to fight us. That was
And that was
another
I tell you,
moment.
some of the people who listen to the show, I
You guys
question.
are awesome. I
Well,
love it.
The other thing, real quick, Optimus, and I have one of the Seattle
And then we'll
thought,
get into fanatic stuff.
something I never thought I would say. I went to a soccer game last night.
Oh yeah,
In
how was
Nashville.
that? Which I invited you to, and you said no.
I would
That's
never,
fine.
ever go with you.
Yeah, I know.
Our boy Tyler, who's been on the show before, as a matter of fact, Tyler has some stupid job, like big corporate job or whatever. So we got to sit. He's like, yeah, we got good seats, and there's like the lounge, the VIP lounge. You get free food, free drinks, whatever.
Sure.
We got there late because we weren't all that interested in being there the whole time. Then he walks us down to the seats, front row. He caught a
mean-
ball. Like a ball went off his hand when it came into the stands.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome.
I'm going to tell you, I've never had any interest in that sport. Collecting it, watching it, nothing. Soccer in person might be number 2 behind hockey for me to go to a game and watch. I would much rather watch what I saw last night than football in person
Okay.
and basketball. It was ridiculous. The place at
Are you
30
going to collect more? Are you
Never.
going to pay any more attention to
Maybe.
the sport?
I actually might. 35,000 people there. Same thing. Ton of kids. I always have heard, like, oh, soccer's the next up-and-coming thing. Dude, it was a Wednesday night. There were 35 people. The place was absolutely buzzing. I do wonder, and I don't think it'll be anytime soon, but I do wonder, what does the soccer landscape look like, MLS, in the States in the next 1, 2, 3 years for the card collecting side? Dude, it was nuts. People were,
It
there was
couldn't go
there was
down.
a
I couldn't imagine a world where it goes down.
no, there was a fight. Some of these guys got in a fight. We hit the
really?
crossbar twice. The dude scored a goal, taunted the audience or the fans, the stands, whatever. The team was from Philly. People started throwing bottles at him, which I was all for.
You know those crowd. You've seen some of the crowds. What they get into. They start burning the place down. You could have a riot on your hands. You would love a riot.
I hate to say it, but I would thrive in a riot. I was very optimistic. Like I saw this and I was like, maybe there is something going on here.
I love
It was
like I've been
interesting.
saying these things to you. I told you like we can get really good cheap tickets and flip them like season tickets right now. You were like soccer, whatever.
I still feel like that, but if we get to sit front row and watch like the game, I was excited about it. I hate to say it. It is what it is.
Had him on the podcast. Didn't get that invite. Thanks a lot, Tyler. You're dead to me.